So you've found some gear, some decent gear, you've got a backpack, you've got a brand new weapon, maybe some armor, helmet, some healing, food, and you're ready to start a base so that you can start storing some items. First thing you want to do is collect some wood, and all you have to do is get some type of weapon, any melee weapon, and start whacking. That's all you really have to do, and you start collecting some wood. I'm using a pipe right now. If I switch over to my frying pan, as you can see, I still can get some materials at the top there. When you do get the materials, they'll instantly go into your inventory. If you can't get it, if your inventory is full, it'll tell you it has no space for your item. I do believe that you just don't collect it at all, and it won't even fall onto the floor. I could be wrong with that. But once you have some materials, specifically wood, you'll be ready to start crafting. Now, to start crafting a basic workbench, you're going to need 25 wood. So right now we only have 19. So let's continue chopping this down. Alright, so I've got the amount of wood that is needed. And you're actually going to need quite a bit of space to be able to put it in your inventory. The only way to place this crafting table is if it is in your inventory. If it just drops onto the floor after it's been crafted, it'll just say to pick it up, not to necessarily use it. So you have to specifically place it to be able to actually use it. Therefore, you're going to need some type of backpack. If you don't actually have, you've been searching and searching for a backpack, you can actually go here and click this school backpack, and you can craft that with only 5 bandages, so very easy to make. And then there you go, you'll have some more inventory space. So I've got the amount of wood that's needed, and say I found this pretty nice place, and I want to live here. So you can take any building, any area in general, and kind of live there. There isn't really much defense when it comes to, crafting. You can't really craft any barriers necessarily, except for there is some spike traps and some fences that you can build along, farther along the line. But for now, I would suggest finding just a nice building that you can live in. Of course, there's going to be some company that wants to come by, and apparently they'll drop up a table, possibly. So to get crafting, all you have to do is go over. Once you have the essential materials, you'll be able to click the workbench, and it'll start crafting. It takes 30 seconds. So as you can see, I can't pick it up right now. But if I drop my stuff and I have some more space, it takes quite a bit of space in your inventory. It makes sense. It's a full-on workbench. When you're ready to place it, if you didn't see there, I right-clicked, and it says place or drop. I can drop it, or I can place it by pressing place. Now there's a green indicator that I can place it, or it'll glow red if I cannot place it. So if I cannot place it, it says cannot build here because it's inside the wall. That makes a lot of sense. And then if there's a green space, I can place it down, and there you go. It says open. I can open it up, or I can pick it up again if I wish to do so. Now it's time for some basic workbench crafting. Now we have, say, since we want our base to be a lot neater, we can see a whole lot of crafting options. And there's also an inventory here. If you want to craft, you're going to actually have to have the materials inside the storage of the workbench. So I'm going to bring my wood in here. I only have 2 wood, so I'm not going to be able to make anything. But the point is that I have it in there, ready to go. If I look at the crafting section, there's a ton of stuff that we have. Base, wooden spikes, we got light, we got shelves, we have tables, fence, boxes for storage, wall barricades, basic doors, and they all cost different materials to be able to actually get this going. So to actually start us off to make this base a lot nicer, I think having some type of storage would be great. The only way to do that is actually to find a storage out there in the wild somewhere, or to craft, say, this wooden box or a dresser. And since these all cost different items, and unfortunately you actually do need nails to be able to craft this wooden box, or to say, for example, fancy wood cabinet, it requires 20 nails and 1 hacksaw, so it does cost quite a bit to actually be able to craft this stuff. But you you should be able to find this stuff. And it does get difficult since it is random. It can be difficult to find these materials. I guess let's go see if we can find some stuff. Okay, so there are some cars here. I'm just going to talk about, since we did talk about collecting wood, I'm going to be talking about metal. If you find these red rusted over cars, you can actually just whack these and you'll start collecting some metal and also occasionally some brass. The metal you're going to need for a decent amount of stuff, and the brass specifically, I believe it's only for bullets. So if you do want to make ammo, then you're going to need to start collecting some brass. There is a chair here, actually, so I'm going to pick that up as well. A perfect example. This is random stuff around here, and you just really have to take the initiative to start going around and looking around for some materials and design your base over time. Here we go. So we do actually have a wooden shelf right here, some food right here, so I'm going to pick that up. But we do have this wooden shelf, so now start doing some decorating. A lot of it is decorations. Some of it is, you know, this workbench or, say, an anvil to craft some more items. And then some mortar and pestle to craft powdered items. But we do have things like, you know, your wooden shelf to hang stuff, you know, to set stuff up. Here we go. Okay, flower pot. Perfect. Wooden shelf as well. Let's head back. Okay, so we're back. Let's get this wooden shelf up. And then let's put this flower pot. So what's really cool about the placing stuff in your base, you can place it pretty much anywhere. The only thing you can't place it is, you know, if it's flying or inside a wall or something. You can even get it, you know, under here, which is really, really cool. You can crouch. You can press control by doing so. Probably should have mentioned that in the first episode, but we do have this nice pot here, so I'm going to put it up on the shelf. Nice decorations there. It's pretty nice. Alright, so that is the basics for setting up your base. Once you have, you know, this workbench, you can find the materials, you know, the wood and the nails that are required to craft more stuff for your base. And, you know, eventually a door. You can put a window barricade, all this stuff. And eventually, you know, get some ammo and all that. But then, of course, we have, you know, decorative stuff. The flower pot, wooden shelves. Later, you can find, like, little action figures and stuff. A little teddy bear. Stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys in the next one. See you guys later, and have a fantastic day. Peace.